Hello everyone, how are we this evening? So, hello and welcome to this week's Natural Gardening Live with me, Josie Rainbird, your natural gardening coach. Hope you're doing okay. In this week's Natural Gardening Live, we are talking about how you can make garden care more manageable for you in the new growing year, so in the coming spring. So not to mention, I'm aiming for, not to mention less stressful and much less money hungry. So we're going for that today. Two bits before we start. I have seen a few errors coming up through StreamYard on Facebook to do a Facebook. So we are live through Facebook and YouTube tonight, just in case. So yeah, if there's any issues, if you're on Facebook and something happens and I can't see at my end, message me. If you've got my me on Messenger or post in the group, and then hopefully it'll ping up on my phone so I can see what's going on. But if you're on YouTube, I think we're all good on YouTube tonight. So that's fine. So again, if there's any issues, if you can't hear me, can't see me, something happens with StreamYard, let me know. That'd be wonderful. I appreciate it. Secondly, if you've got any comments as we go through, any questions, anything you want to add, anything like that, as we go through, please feel free to comment. I will pick them up at the end. If not, if I don't see them at the end, I will pick them up after the live. So keep an eye on the comments. I will reply to everything, I promise. So with that out of the way, let's continue. So yeah, we're talking about how to make your garden, how to make garden care more manageable for you in the new growing year. So less stressful and much less money hungry. So this is what we're talking about today. Hopefully you enjoy. So planning your garden can be daunting. No, it can be, and it can be seen as a waste of time if you don't know where to start. So, but planning can help you to realize what you want from your garden and what you need from your garden as well. So these are two very essential things that you need to know when creating a garden that will support you and your lifestyle, will be more manageable for you. So it can also help you to understand the challenges that could stand in the way of a stress-free and easy to manage garden. So this is another thing that's very important as well. When you're coming to, sometimes the garden can be overwhelming for people. This is a really important thing to understand as well. So the challenges. So planning to create a garden that is stress-free and easy to maintain starts with understanding the challenges that can prevent this overall in the long run. So let me know in the comments, what challenges you when it comes to creating and maintaining, lots of ings there, maintaining a stress-free and easy to manage garden. What are you struggling with? So hang on, we have a drink. So these challenges can come in a number of forms. Let me know if any of these trigger anything for you. And a number of forms, but most common I've come across so far in my time are time, just convenient time, not having enough time to spend in the garden, or usually accompanied by the guilt, which you'll know that guilt, of if I spend this little bit of time that I have got in the garden, then I have to sacrifice it from something else. So not having enough time, or justifying the time, if you like, to go in the garden and do stuff. So time, that's the first kind of challenge that it can come in the form of, that I've seen, most commonly I've seen anyway, that comes up. Money can play a needless role. May I just repeat that one? A needless role in garden care, and can be a challenging factor throughout life, not just your garden. So it can be, but it's fairly needless in your garden, in the way of garden care. So we'll go over that in a little bit. That's fine. Experience, knowledge, kind of experience / knowledge, and confidence as well. That these can be a challenging factor when it comes to creating a garden that is stress-free and low maintenance as well. So it's not knowing. So I have a quote here. It's like a saying. I got it from a motivational speaker, but I can't for the life of me remember which one. But it's a really good one. It's not knowing that the biggest challenge. It's not knowing that it's the biggest challenge in life. If we aren't sure what to do or where to start, you're paralyzed into non-action. See if this triggers anything for you. If this brings anything up. You're paralyzed into non-action. But by simply having the confidence to make a plan, action it, and learn step by step, a little at a time, honestly, I can't talk today. You can create something great. So if you know who said that, I think it's Tony Robbins, but if you know who said it, Leave me in the comments, because for the life of me, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's Tony Robbins. It feels like a Tony Robbins thing to say. So again, a motivational speaker has said that at one point. I've heard it and it's been retained, but it's very true as well. So, and then there's the last one that I come up that's come up for me time and time again for the people in our group, people I've coached, various things. So I've seen as well. I've lost myself in my notes already. Do you actually know what you need from your garden or what you want from your garden? If you know yourself, you behind this camera, if you know what you need or what you want from your garden, if you're clear on this, let me know in the comments, because it is interesting to hear this or read this from different people as well, because every single person, everyone's garden everyone's going to need something different from their garden. There may be some similarities running through, but everyone's life's different. Everyone's going to need something different from their garden. So yeah, leave in the comments if you know what you actually need from your garden. Really think about it. If you need from your garden, let me know in the comments. If you don't, have a think and then come back to this video and then post it another day. I'd be amazed to see what you come up with. So where have I gone? So this will be really enlightening for you, and it will definitely help to create a garden that is stress-free and easy to manage, not to mention a garden that you actually love and will support your life. So that's really important. So understanding what you need from your garden or what you want it to provide for you will help you to create a garden that you love, so just said. And see, I do read my notes. I do understand what I'm writing. It's fine, even if I do jump ahead. And a garden that will support your life and lifestyle. Once you've thought about, I love this, my little brain sometimes fails me. Bear with. So one thing, I've lost where I am now. Where am I? Right. Easy, carefree maintenance garden. Once you have thought about what you need from your garden, or what you need it to provide, i.e. A veg patch to grow healthier food, for a healthier diet, lifestyle, that sort of thing, even to save you money on your food bills. That is a big trigger point at the moment in life with everything that's happening. Food prices going up, cost of living going up, everything going up in price. Growing your own food is a godsend. So having your own veg patch to grow your own food to save money on your food bills, that's a real need for some people. Having a relaxing space. Now, this gets overlooked quite often as well, but it's a good option. Having a relaxing space to switch off from the world, move away from work and life, especially if you're working from home. I can see some comments coming up. I'll have a look in a minute. Right, yes. So we're having a relaxing space to cut off from the stress of the world and life as well. That is really good, especially, as I say, working from home. So that is a need. And also, another one I put down here, which somebody mentioned to me the other day, is having a safe environment for your kids to play. You can't always, especially this time of year when it's winter where we are in the UK, it's not always possible to take your kids to a playground or take them to a park or go out somewhere. But if you've got a nice garden with a nice safe area for them to play in, that's a effectively free alternative. So, and you can keep an eye on them. You can do it from home. It can save you a lot of time fitting around the schedule. So that works as well. So that's just three that I came up with when I was writing these notes out. I've heard in the past from people as well. So they're real life needs from people in their garden. So once you start to think about it, you will actually find that you can come up with the needs quite easily. You know what you need from your garden deep down. You know what will make your life easier. So this is what you need to do. So just sit and think about it. But again, if you don't know what your needs are right now, let me know in the comments. Come back to this video and let me know what you've thought about. It'll be interesting to see. So sometimes, I put this a little sidebar here, sometimes a square lawn, shed, table and chairs just will not benefit your life. As much as it may be lovely and minimalist, very simple, it will not benefit your life in the slightest. So just saying, sometimes you need to think and make a plan and take some action. I love that. So I really do think that was a Tony Robbins comment up there earlier. I can't remember who it was. I love it. So doubling back, right. So I'm going to go over the trigger points that I came up with that from various feeds that I've done on this subject. So doubling back to time, money, and experience / confidence, knowledge / confidence. So these are all, I've lost where I am now. There we go. These can all be incorporated into your plan, but being realistic with your challenges can help your garden to thrive and help it support you more effectively as well, making it easier, low maintenance, much easier to manage as well. Being realistic is quite important on this fact as well, because you set yourself up to win. If you're unrealistic with how much time you've got or how much money you've got, things like that, then it can set you up for a fall. So we don't want to be doing that. Being realistic, as painful as it can be, can really help you, because it can change over time. So it doesn't have to stay that way forever. You can build on it. So, which we'll talk about in a second. If you only have 1, maybe 2 hours a week to spend in your garden, now for some people that is fairly realistic. That's without the guilt time. So this is time that you are freely available, happy to use as garden time, 1 to maybe 2 hours a week. Then manage that in your plan. Look at the plants you're growing. This is just an example. Look at the plants you're growing or you want to grow in your garden. If you're starting from scratch and you haven't really got a garden laid out, look at the plants you want to be growing. Do they demand your attention? Are they demanding plants? Are they very sensitive plants? Do they need managing every week? So in the summertime, do they need lots of watering, lots of deadheading? Are you going to struggle with them if you haven't got a lot of time? Are there plants you can incorporate that don't need much care, that will still look lovely even on the weeks that you can't get out into your garden? Really low maintenance, really nice looking plants that don't need a lot of titivating or deadheading or pruning or anything like that. And trust me, these plants do exist. It just takes some looking for sometimes. But these plants are the plants that you're going to need to incorporate into your garden. They will save you an abundance of time. They will save you so much time. Your garden will still look lovely and you'll still be encouraged to go out and enjoy your garden without feeling the stress that you need to be working and the guilt that you should be out there doing the things instead of doing all the other things that you've got going on in your life. So that's very important. So that was time. If you have a very limited budget, have I skipped one? No, that's fine. If you have a very limited budget for garden care, look for ways to reuse and recycle, or use natural resources, which we talk about quite a lot on the channel. Use natural resources available to your garden to support it rather than paying out to buy feeds and treatments as you go. If you would like to learn, I can feel I've got a croak coming on. I'm going to just take a drink. Hang on 1 minute. I talk all day and my voice just goes. it's what happens, unfortunately. Yeah, if you'd like to learn more about all the natural resources, the sustainable and free resources that are available to your garden from nature, I will link after this live. I will link down in the description. My throat, honestly, down in the description or in the group as well. I'll link for you the playlist for natural feeds and treatments on YouTube. So you can see those, you can find those, and that will have all of my videos that I've done to date, pretty short to date. That is all to do with the natural, sustainable and free resources you can use for your garden. So that will really help your budget when it comes to garden care. As I say, it's a needless cost. You don't need to be spending money on garden care. There are hundreds of different ways that you can support your garden for free using natural, sustainable resources that you can find in your garden or in nature. Absolutely fine. So I will link that for you at the bottom in the description, sorry. I'll put it in the group as well. So if you're in the group, I will link for YouTube people. I will link the group as well in the description. So you can come and find us in the Natural Garden Coaching group over on Facebook. If you're in the group, guys, I will link it for you tomorrow or this evening at some point today. I will link that for you as well. Perfect. If you're still learning, moving on, if you're still learning from that sidebar there, and you do not have the confidence to take on the whole garden. Now, this again is quite a common state of overwhelm for some people when they come to gardening, especially when they're starting out in a new garden. You just haven't got a clue where to start. Again, planning sometimes can be seen as a waste of time if you don't know where to start. So if I've lost where I am now. If you're still learning and haven't got the confidence to take on the whole garden, start small. This is important. Start small. Start with a patio garden. Start with a container or basket garden. Now, These can sometimes be seen as a silly kind of space-saving garden, if you like. But if you're just starting out and you really don't want to be overwhelmed by it, but you want to do something, it's an amazing place to start. Absolutely. These can be, as I say, amazing way to get your garden started. Having a freedom to grow an amazing amount, and literally you can grow an amazing amount of fruit, veg, and flowers in containers, in baskets, in a tiny, tiny space. So it's less overwhelming for you to maintain. You can grow all sorts of fruit and veg and keep, which can keep you occupied for days, for a long, long time, providing you, if you can put it by your back door near your kitchen, even if you've got window boxes, you can put them on kitchen window, you know. So these can really help to motivate you as well. And just maybe this will boost your confidence just a little bit at a time, and you will learn enough to then venture a little bit further out into your garden for the next spring. So then just get a little bit more, do maybe a few flower beds, keep going. So it's starting off with the little things to have a few wins under your belt, get the head of it, and then get to grips with what's going on. Grow a bit of fruit and veg, enjoy it, enjoy the process, get the motivation going, and then push yourself a little bit more for the next year. So that's a really good way of doing it, because this helps it become, you can maintain it, you don't get overwhelmed. So then you can, you'll succeed a little bit. It's all motivational. It's great. That is what I'd recommend to any new gardener. Absolutely. If you're a bit worried about it, you're not sure where to start, rather than going all out and doing your entire garden all at once, spending a fortune on all the different bits you want to do in the garden, and then it not suiting your life and then becoming overwhelming and hard to maintain, start with a little bit. Start with the patio, do a patio garden, get to grips with it all, find out what you actually want from your garden, learn about the time that you've got available for your garden, what plants will suit your lifestyle, suit your time that you've got available, the cost and the budget you've got available. Start there, start small, work your way up. So, as I say, there's no rush. It's all about the garden supporting you. Creating a garden that's stress-free and easy to maintain. It's important that you do you. You go the level that you want to go at. If you're an experienced gardener, then you will know exactly what you need to be doing and what you need from your garden. You'll understand how the process works. If you're new to gardening, you need a bit more of the support side, all that sort of thing. You do you. Start small. And understanding what you need from your garden, as I say, that's very important as well. So I think that's all I need to say. Let me have a look and see. Right. So if you've got any, I have some good comments on there. Thank you, guys. I will, if any more comments come through, I will leave it there. If you've got any comments, as I say, please feel free to comment. If you're not on live, absolutely fine. Comment away. If you're in the group and you've got any questions, look out for the posts I'll post in the week as well. I'll try and post some in the community on YouTube as well, so you can see those. But look out in the Natural Garden Coaching group if you're there. Look out for the link for the group, sorry. And I will be posting in the group. So if you've got any questions, comment below the posts, comment below this video. And if there's nothing else coming through, I will leave it there. Perfect. Cool. All right then, guys. I hope this has helped you to get a little bit of perspective and will help you to change your garden a little bit for the spring, or look at your garden a little bit differently for the spring to help it to become easier to manage, easier to maintain. Look out for the link for the free and sustainable resources that you can use to help maintain your garden for free, to help with your budget and all that sort of thing. Look out for the links in the description. I will link them all in the group as well, so you can check those out. And on that note, I'll see you all later. Have a lovely day. Catch you soon. And yes, look out for the links. Thank you very much. See you later.